Okay, Mark Zuckerberg is not a good human being, volume 3 of 99, and I'm legit gonna do 99 of these, you guys. So, and let me first say, it's not that I think that Mark Zuckerberg is a bad human being in general. Like, I'm sure around his friends, his family and stuff, I'm sure he's a great human being. But when it comes to being the CEO of the most powerful media company in the world, which he is terrible at it. And so, let me tell you guys about something that happened recently. So, Facebook launched this feature where you could basically go live in like a group setting. And to kick off this new feature, he went live, Mark Zuckerberg did, with the guy who runs Instagram for him. And they basically started a room and they just basically started talking about the feature. And because I work in technology and I'm available during the day, I happened to see that Mark Zuckerberg was live online and I joined the room. There was maybe about 1,000 people in the room, I think about 1,100. And everyone is just, basically kind of kissing his butt because he's a celebrity and asking really softball questions. But me being a real journalist, or semi-real journalist anyway, I started to ask Mark Zuckerberg the tough questions in this chat. And I'm asking him, hey Mark, how many fake accounts are there on Facebook? At what point did you realize that the Russians were creating these fake accounts? Do you feel guilty about your role in the anti-vaccine movement? Do you feel guilty about breaking up the modern news system that we have in this country and the way that people get their news? Do you feel bad about changing the organic news feed that you had for a more profitable news feed that just puts people that pay at the top? And so I was asking all of these tough questions, and Mark Zuckerberg, you guys, is ignoring every single question I ask. And instead, he's taking the softball questions from the other people until his PR team basically pulls him out of the meeting, I think, honestly, because of the tough questions I was asking. And so here's my beef with Mark Zuckerberg in a nutshell. Imagine being a person that changed the entire way the media works in the world, changed the entire media world, and then you're too much of a coward to even answer the hard questions on your network. If Mark Zuckerberg was a leader, if he was a man, if he was an American who gave a shit about his country, he would be out front of these things. He would be giving speeches about the bots. He would be giving speeches about vaccines. He would be giving speeches about how he's going to change the news for the better. He would be thinking about these things and working on these things and trying to make them better. The idea that he's going to make more money, or that he needs more money, or that he somehow needs to be more beholden to the shareholders is completely ridiculous. This is Mark Zuckerberg's glory years. This is the time for him to shine. It's a time for him to change the world for the better, to take that computer program that he's built, this huge social network, and use it for a force for good in the world. Use it as a force for good in the world. But instead, Mark Zuckerberg is such a coward that he can't even answer the hard questions. He can't talk about bots. He can't talk about anti-vax. He can't talk about a real organic news feed. Any of the real issues that he should be talking about, that he should be leading on, that he should be out front on, he's not. He's gone. He's hidden. He's in the closet. And that's what makes Mark Zuckerberg a shitty human being.